So this is kind of a play on words.
Yes.
Like, just say no to family dinner. Now, when we think of family dinner, what do we think of?
Fighting. Oh, is that just my family? No, a family dinner would be where everyone gets together. They sit at the table. They eat food that...
Together.
Yeah, everyone... Homemade food.
Yeah. So here's the thing. For a long time, doctors and experts and researchers have said that, having daily family dinners, like one meal together, like dinner, is really good for you, health-wise. But now we have to be realistic.
Yeah.
I
remember growing up, every night I had to eat with my parents.
Yes.
And no TV.
No TV.
The TV had to be off.
Yes.
But who's going to do that nowadays?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Is it practical? Is it realistic?
No.
I don't know. Well, we'll learn about this, okay? We'll talk about this. Here are some expressions. Take a second look at something. Take a second look.
To take a second look means to check again. You've already looked at it once, but maybe look at it one more time to make sure that you are thinking of things correctly.
All right. And cut someone some slack. S-L-A-C-K.
If you're cutting someone some slack, you're going easy on them. You could be strict, but you're not going to be strict.
Okay. And fall into a trap.
If you fall into a trap, you were tricked. You were deceived, and someone 속았어.
Oh, no. Okay. It was like 사기.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to our article about family dinners.
Many parents are taking a second look at the mandatory family dinner and deciding that isn't for them. With so many families with two working parents, what was once a happy occasion has become stressful. Instead of feeling guilty about it, however, many are writing blogs and articles about their decision. I decided to cut myself some slack and see how it felt. And you know what? I feel closer to my family than ever, wrote one blogger. If you feel like you've fallen into the trap of the family dinner, discuss it with your family and decide as a group if it is still worth the trouble.
Okay, so let's rethink family dinners.
Let's do
that. Okay, many parents are taking a second look at the mandatory family dinner and deciding that isn't for them. Okay, all right. Many parents are taking a second look at the mandatory family dinner.
Yes.
Quickly, what is mandatory? Because that's our power vocab.
Mandatory means that you have to do it.
Okay. Of course, no one is forcing you to do it, but it is a tradition.
Yeah, it feels like you have to.
It feels like you have to.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So, but they're taking a second look at these dinners.
They're thinking about it again.
Yeah.
They're something we used to think was obvious. We're looking at it again to maybe think, what we thought was wrong. Right. Maybe we need to rethink what was happening.
Yeah, that's right. So it's kind of like, okay, maybe this isn't necessary.
Yeah.
Okay. With so many families with two working parents, what was once a happy occasion has become stressful. Okay.
Yeah.
It is true. In Korea, too, mom, dad, they both work.
Yeah. Whenever one parent was home and they could cook while the other one, and then they came home.
Yeah.
Timing-wise, that was easier to do.
Sure.
But with both the parents working.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, that is working moms. Oh, man. So, usually this was a happy occasion. Like, it was a nice thing to do. But now, because of this working schedule, it's very stressful for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially the mom.
Yes.
Let's continue.
Instead of feeling guilty about it, however, many are writing blogs and articles about their decision.
Okay, so it is true. And I think this is true for the parents, especially the moms, not being able to cook and then, or, have everybody together and you feel bad for the children. Okay, you feel guilty.
Yeah.
But they are writing blogs and articles about their decisions. So they're kind of expressing a different perspective.
Yes.
Okay? I decided to cut myself some slack and see how it felt. Okay, this is one woman speaking.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
on her blog.
Mhm.
She said that she cut herself some slack, which means that she didn't stress about it.
She didn't stress, no.
She forgave herself.
Yeah.
She lowered her expectations.
Right, right. She said, it's okay.
Yeah,
No big deal.
yeah. No big
Cut
deal.
yourself some slack.
Cut some slack. This slack here, slack is a word, for example, when you have a rope.
Yes.
You know when you pull the rope tight,
Yeah.
that means you have no slack. But when you kind of like let it loose a little bit and the rope is not a straight line, but it
Yeah.
kind of bends,
Yeah.
that's called having some slack in your rope.
Got it.
So when you do it for yourself, it means that not everything's so tight, not everything's so strict or hard.
So you're kind of giving yourself, and you know, this is the word that keeps popping up, yo-yo.
Yeah, you got some yo-yo.
You've got some yo-yo. So as you can see, there are many different types of yo-yos.
Yeah.
So in this case, you're giving yourself
Yeah.
yo-yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're forgiving yourself.
You can mess up a little bit. You don't have to be perfect.
It's okay.
And it's totally fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says, and you know what? I feel closer to my family than ever. Actually, she had a good result.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
She felt closer to her family than ever. That's our power pattern.
Right. So this power pattern, than ever, it means compared to every time before. So from this moment back all through history,
Yeah.
she has felt closer.
Got
So
it.
this is the most she has felt close
Oh,
to
so
her family.
actually, not having family dinners are actually much better for her.
Yeah, well, for her, it
For
looks
her.
like it, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then she says, if you feel like you've fallen into the trap of the family dinner, discuss it with your family and decide as a group if it is still worth the trouble. Okay. So if you feel like you've fallen into the trap of the family dinner, what is
Yes.
it saying about the family dinner?
Yeah, so trap is like your 덧 or your 함정, right?
Yes.
And if you're falling into it, it means like you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
But the trap here is that the family dinner looks like it can be a very good thing for your family.
Yes.
So you try it, but then you fall into the trap and you realize, oh no, this is causing a lot of guilt, causing a lot of stress.
Yeah.
But you don't feel you can stop doing it.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
yeah.
Because you can't escape it.
You can't escape.
You fell in the hole.
Uh-huh.
You can't come out. Right.
And you just have to keep having those family dinners.
That's right. So the idea that everybody says, oh, you should have a family dinner. It's so important. Well, you know, maybe that's not what you want.
Yeah, depending on your family members, depending on your family's lifestyle,
Yeah.
you've got to do what's best individually for your family.
That's right. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that article one more time.
Many parents are taking a second look at the mandatory family dinner and deciding that isn't for them. With so many families with two working parents, what was once a happy occasion has become stressful. Instead of feeling guilty about it, however, many are writing blogs and articles about their decision. I decided to cut myself some slack and see how it felt. And you know what? I feel closer to my family than ever, wrote one blogger. If you feel like you've fallen into the trap of the family dinner, discuss it with your family and decide as a group if it is still worth the trouble.
It's time for Power Note. Let's do a little review here. If you take a look at something, a second look at something,
Yes.
it means to reconsider, to rethink something.
Yes.
Okay? What do you think the problem is?
Let's take a second look at the cables leading from the computer to the printer. Computer problems.
Yeah, whenever you have a problem, you want to take a second look because you're not sure why this is happening.
Yeah. Maybe you looked at it one time, but you missed something.
Right.
So taking a second look allows you to see, what part did I not see before?
Right. Okay. I took a second look at Grinder University before making the final decision.
Yeah. You thought, man, nah, I won't go to Grinder University. And then, well, maybe I can reconsider.
Maybe I can, yeah. To take a second look at. So maybe someone proposed a new idea. And you said, oh, bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work. Then later, okay, take a second look at it.
Yeah.
And see, maybe it could be good.
Yeah.
Any other examples?
I have a good one.
What?
So I have a friend.
She
She recently got nose surgery.
a nose job?
Like not to fix inside she has what's called a deviated septum, where there's a curve inside of her nose that does breathing problems and like smell problems.
Right.
Anyway, she got that fixed.
Yeah.
But she was like, it feels weird. There's a lot of pain. The doctor was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. She went to another doctor.
Yeah.
And said, oh, can you take a second look at this?
Yeah.
They had left like a piece of plastic in her nose that was supposed to be out.
Oh, no.
So by the doctor taking a second look, they found a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. Can you imagine?
Dear. So, you see, whenever you have a problem, or when you have some sort of situation that like, oh, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Taking a second look at it helps you find the solution to the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not always, but it's a good first step.
All right. Cut someone some slack.
Go easy on them. Don't be strict.
Yeah.
Forgive. Give some yo-yo.
Okay. Mike is late again. I think I'm going to give him a written warning.
Cut him some slack. His mother is in the hospital and he visits her every morning. Yeah. Don't go so hard on him.
Yeah.
He's having a difficult time.
That's right. Please cut me some slack. I just recovered from a bad cold.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little late on my project deadline. Please cut me some slack.
Yeah. Please be easy on me.
Yeah. 봐주세요.
봐주세요. Yeah. It's 봐주세요. And there should be a reason why they should cut you some slack.
Yeah.
Usually. Because you can't just like cut anyone some slack for no reason at all.
Yeah. I mean, you can, I guess. But usually this phrase is because there's a special situation that you're maybe bending the rules, doing something a little bit different, a little bit easier than you normally would.
Yeah. So if you're going through a hard problem, personal problem, or maybe there's someone sick in your life and you got to take care of them, of course, everyone should give them or cut them some slack.
Yes.
Yeah. But you have to be careful with this expression because, like, you don't want to go to your boss and say, hey, boss, could you cut me some slack? You have to be careful. You could, but it's not something that you would kind of demand.
Yeah, I mean, you can demand it, but it would be in a situation where you're like, come on, cut me some slack.
Yeah.
In that case, it kind of feels like you're angry that someone is being so strict with you.
That's right.
So if you can say that to your boss, or you're that angry at your boss,
yes,
then you could say it.
Yeah.
But it's not a polite expression.
No, it's not. So, it's not like, 좀 한번 봐주세요. It's not exactly that.
Right.
Yeah. If you say, oh, cut me some slack, it's not, 좀 봐주세요.
No.
It's more like, come on, be easy on me. It has that tone.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're being too strict.
Yeah.
Hey, you're being mean.
Come on.
Yeah,
right.
That's the feeling.
Yeah, so please, I want you to keep that.
When you're asking for it. In other things where, I'll cut you some slack because I know you're a little sick. When it's the other direction that you're using this phrase,
it's a very nice
it's fine.
phrase.
It's
yeah,
fine.
That's right. But when you're asking for it, you got to be very careful. Okay. Fall into a trap.
Yes.
Is you are kind of like, it's a bit of a scam.
Often a trick.
Yeah, it's a trick
that you fell into.
Yeah. Okay. Why did you buy a new vacuum cleaner?
I fell into the trap of asking the salesman how it worked, and he gave me a 2-hour demonstration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it always vacuums?
Well, or knives.
Vacuums,
Or
knives.
knives or Tupperware.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think salespeople are really good at what they do. So, you know, like, oh, if you do this and we'll give you this, and you kind of fall into a trap.
Buy so
Like
much
a
useless
marketing
stuff.
trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fell into the trap of believing everything I read on the internet.
Yeah, the internet, you can find any information you want. True information,
Fake information.
fake information. So, yeah, believing in the information you read all the time on the internet can definitely be a trap that you fall into.
Okay, so, like, could we use this in the sense that it is, like, really a scam, like 사기? What do you think? Or do you think it's a little bit lighter of an expression?
I think it can go anything from lighter to heavier.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I fell into the trap of buying these products, and I was in what we'd call a pyramid scheme.
Aha, yes.
Yeah, where you have to, get other people to buy products
Right.
so that you can sell and make new people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can be a big thing.
Yeah. Also, one thing is that you can also say, I fell into the trap of, climbing the corporate ladder. Yes. Like meaning, when you enter a company and you got to rise to the top, maybe that's not the wisest way to live.
Yeah. It's something that you think that there's going to be a big reward or there's a big promise.
Yeah.
And then
It doesn't
later
happen.
you find out, it didn't happen.
It doesn't happen. All right. Power pattern, then ever is our power pattern.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the most I have ever felt something, done something.
This winter was colder than ever. Really, really the most cold.
Yes. Humans are living longer than ever. In history, this is the longest humans have ever lived.
But they're also very sick too. All right. Mandatory is our power vocab. Do check out the explanation on page 36. Let's thank our